Guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Europa Universalis 4, the Iberian Peninsula Kicks Our Ass. So yeah, where we last left off, Spain and Portugal decided, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to war for dubious reasons of purging British heresy, and basically ruin my day. So that's where we're at. Ooh, Sunda, where is that? Actually something useful coming out of there. Alright, well we will keep you there. Thought before it was producing fish, but apparently that's changed. Let's see, you've got 7,000, and I've got 20,000, but I have a feeling our tech difference is still a bit too high, or a bit too... yeah. They'd probably decimate that army if I sent it to them. Although I might not have a choice, really, here. Siege of Ouagadougou, that's not good. Let's give it a try. So, we've got a commander up in England, and those armies can't do anything. Right. We don't have a commander. I thought we did. Nope, apparently we don't. I guess if I just looked at this handy-dandy little tooltip there, I would have realized... we do not have a commander at all. Let's hire one. Charles Cromwell, 1110. Oh, they don't have any leader there. That would give us a river crossing penalty, and we're already at a big enough disadvantage. So let's walk around into Demac, and then on in, and let's see if we can't get ourselves a victory. Ha ha! Take that. Pretty sure that was Spain we just decimated, so good for us. Joint stock companies. Have trade efficiency over all of that. Gain 5 mercantilism. Yeah, gain 5 global trade power. That sounds like a plan to me. I'm going to keep this slave trade going, because I'm a horrible person. Deal with it, world. Alright, so basically what we want to do is just get through this stupid war. Savages of Timaru, that's fine. What do you want? Yeah, sure, you can get military access. I don't really think it's going to help me, but it's yours. Congratulations. Oh, good. So the Shawnee will annul all treaties with Great Britain. Ain't that a thing? Okay, well, I don't think this prevents me from... let's see... Great Britain is at war, negative 11,000. That's a bit much, if you ask me. But I don't think we've got any of our diplomats doing anything, so let's just go and improve relations with the Shawnee. So we can get that working again. Yep, big surprise. Africa's getting torn apart. I was pretty sure I had an army here, but I don't know if they can actually do anything. Castilian Louisiana, you're sitting at a 23, and the number advantage is certainly not high enough to make that a good idea. Yeah. Yay, there we go. So we've got ourselves another colony in North America. Huzzah. And we could grab one more. Why not there? I'm going to wait for the war with Spain to be over to try and grab that. Because as it is now, they'll probably just come and take it. That's not exactly what I want to do. British Mexico, if you could get back on your border, you're not going to be able to get back on your borders. Apologize. Alright. So let's just see... there's still nothing that they want. And that's, what, return cores? I'm sure they'd be all over that. But yeah, there's not really anything... oh, well, the reason why is because I was looking at the demand tribute. No. So that is tickling their fancy, but it is not enough. Current peace offer of +1. I guess the war score there would show that off. I don't really want to do that. What is this? Release Cornwall. I really don't want to do that, and I don't want to give up any more. So we'll just have to see what it is they want to make us do. I'm not gonna lie, this could be the ending of the Empire. I have that feeling in my gut that this could indeed be our little bit of a downfall. We got just over 100 years though, so we could spring back. We could have a resurgence. Yeah, well, I'd like to see you come take Ceylon, Portugal. Yeah, we'll leave him there. Netherlands is threatening our trade. Why not? At this stage, why not indeed? And, I mean, hopefully what they'll do is not really mess so much with me. Like the last war, which was devastating. But we only wound up giving Siege of Missouri. That did not take long. We only wound up giving up Magdalena here. So perhaps they'll just continue with the dismantling. Revolt in Caracas. Portuguese particularists. You just keep going for the rest of Portugal there. But yeah, perhaps we'll only have to give up a chunk of British Columbia. Or perhaps, you know, lose Hispaniola there. Or maybe a chunk of British Mexico will have to go to New Spain. Something along those lines. I'd be okay if it's stuck purely to the colonies. Because as it is right now, what have we got there? 25 light ships, and we've got 23 heavy ships. It's the military power that I really am concerned about, and we don't really have a lot. But they've got no admiral there. I'd really like to get one. So for the time being, and I don't think anybody's going to come along here, and let's be honest, Charles Cromwell here, a 111, he's not really all that important. So we're going to go ahead and hire an admiral, which is going to cost us diplomatic power. We can spare it. And this guy looks like a 2-2, nothing, nothing. So 2 fire, 2 shock, no maneuver, no siege. Don't know why siege would be a thing for navies. But, yeah, you deal with all those rebels, Spain. This is your doing. The least we can do is sink this Spanish fleet. Although granted, I probably should have increased my naval funding from above 4%. Especially now that they've got another 9 light ships showing up. This is just me being an idiot. And, are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, we'll go with attack. Sure, why not? We're not exactly attackers, but whatever. So we're certainly losing some heavy ships here. Losing a lot of heavy ships. But we won. Look at that. Suck it, Spain. I don't think there's any survivors either. So, did we capture any of their ships? We did not. But that's okay. We sent them a message. And while I'm thinking about it, let's get that naval funding back up to full. That's more important, really, than funding the army at this stage. Oh, 24 ships are back, huh? Well, we've got a surprise for you, Spain. I guess we've only got 20 heavy ships. But that's okay, because heavy ships are better than light ships when it comes to combat. And we can build 3-deckers. Tempted to blow some money on that, but our economy is already pretty piss poor at the moment. And these are mainly war galleons too, come to think of it. Maybe a couple of triple-deckers would be a good idea. How expensive are these guys? 45? 2, 3, 4. We'll get the usual shipyards. I guess we could try Yorkshire too. But I think 4 would be enough. A revolt in Spanish occupied land. This is good. This is good. On an annual basis, bureaucracy gives the country a nice little tax boost, but sometimes the right men in the right place can give that country or the country that little bit extra. It is a shame that a few years down the line, you have to promote them beyond their ability. Damn those paper pushers. All right. So, but this is good with Spanish peasants running around occupied land. Sure, they'll remove my war score. But if they can stick around, and, well, they probably won't. Not with that 21 stack up in Florida. But presumably, we can do some damage there. Presumably, the key word. And poor British Columbia. Yorkuts. Just getting decimated. Another siege is over in 5 days. Siege of Wida. So they've taken all of the African lands. Well, he's occupied all of the African lands. It's still nothing in Madagascar. They're not coming into that. Sunda. Oh, well, that sucks. That's probably going to be enough. Now, if they come across, though, they're going to hit a river crossing penalty. So let's go over to here and say, you, sir, no leader. Oh, yeah, that's looking better. Ernst Augustus Cook. Your 4 shock value should be helpful if this 333... 333? Kidding me. I ain't getting no luck. Irkutsk. Thought that already happened. I guess maybe that's it up there. Not really sure. Oh, whatever. Lake Winnipeg. Yeah. So there we go. We've got pretty much all of North America discovered except for this little bit up here. So we're slowly discovering it all. A little bit ahead of at this stage raise the taxes. A little bit ahead of historically, I believe. What do we got? We got no advisors anywhere. I really don't have the money to spend on advisors. We've got to get this war over first. So we're just going to have to see what they want. I don't know what they want. And as far as colonies go at the moment, I'm fine with them sieging these fish lands. We've just gotta keep Sunda protected here, because that's the moneymaker. Fish, grain, fish, that don't matter. It's that Chinaware. We gotta keep that Chinaware flowing into Britain. And Ceylon should be relatively protected, although if Spain can muster a fleet big enough to march those guys over, it's all said and done with there. All right, well, let's just take a look. 5 and 17. Oh, we got our triple deckers done. Ugh. I hate that box select instantly assumes you're trying to select the army. Those must be... Oh, those are just light ships there. Okay. Let's merge those guys together. We should have some triple deckers in there. Yeah, we do. 4 of them. Well, let's see what kind of crazy havoc we can cause here. Now, I would imagine that Portuguese trade fleet is going to come along. Recall our diplomat there. And let's see, is there anything else we can do here? Not really, eh? Okay. Can we possibly make these guys a vassal? Is 2 technologically advanced? I don't know which one of us is. Certainly not me. We can't enter into royal marriage, so there's no vassalage there, I guess. So that's too bad. Too bad, so sad. We'll move you up into the St. George's Channel. What do we got there? 25 light ships? Yeah, we'll take that. With a fully funded navy? Granted, no leader, but they don't have a leader either. And we've got much heavier ships. So we sunk all of them. That's good news. Oh, son of a bitch. When do you get here? 19th of August? 13th of August. Suck it, giant Spanish fleet. Although now we're kind of stuck. And the Portuguese have another freaking fleet over there. Too bad, I could have sunk that fleet. Not so much here. Oh, and here come the Spanish. They've got their colony all sorted. Timaru, you are that. So, I would imagine Portuguese probably, they don't have a claim on it. That is interesting. Okay. But I bet they'd like it. Which really defeats my purpose of running around and stealing it, but still nothing to offer. Ovumbundu. It doesn't... Can I... Yeah, it won't let me offer that. I guess they don't have it occupied. So, suck it, Portugal. It's mine now. And of course, the Spanish army is just tearing through these. I mean, they've only got level 2 forts at best. So, yeah, that's a concern. Well, hello, Spain. The bane of my existence. What leader have I got right now? Ernest Cook, right. Over in the colonies, and I've got to leave him there. Improvements in land technology. Our generals are discussing the impact of some new weapons a local gunsmith has been making. They believe they can be used effectively in our armies if we get a few more people to work on it. At this stage, every little bit of military tech I can get is great. So for half an inflation point, we're doing it. Okay, Spanish particularists now have seized a part of Spain that we conquered from them. So that's fine. It drops our war score, but it gives them something else to deal with, and I'm A-okay with that. Battle of Buttonland. Well, that's sad. I think that's where that's where my troops were stationed, and now they're dead. Yeah, you can't go anywhere. New governor in 5 colonies. We'll keep Horatio. He seems to be doing a good job. We've lost another siege at a Kappa. Okay. The problem with all these colonies getting sieged is that there's no war score increase. Really. We've been sitting at 51 for a while now. Buttonland should increase it because that's actually... Yeah, thanks, Austria. You're a real pal. Siege of Cornwall. Siege of Buttonland. Like, this should... Siege of Cornwall was only 1%. And now we're back down to... We're just jumping around the 50% mark. And they're certainly not losing their desire for war here. Alright, let's see. We're just going to drop this down to 3 and see how this turns out. Did you see how low my morale was? I've got my troops fully funded. Right? Like, fully funded. We are just 1 or 2 techs behind them. So let's see, where is... Right, so level... 24. Well, that's combat width. Tactics, 23. That should have... I mean, it should be pretty devastating. But not that devastating. That seems a tad ridiculous, if you ask me. Oh, and son of a bitch, this is like a colony that isn't... Urgh! But they don't claim it. I don't get that. I would have claimed that in a heartbeat. So I guess we can go back to speed 4 now and just get this war over with. And I can put Ernest Cook in here. There we go. We've got Kenver, who was a 0122 and a 0410. I don't know who I'd rather have in charge. Another revolt out in Timaru. I'm guessing Portuguese patriots. We can probably... it's a harsh treatment and stuff like that. We can't just accept their demands. We'll wait for them to take that land and then be like, fine, you can go back. Despite the fact that mainly Englishmen colonized that place, apparently the original 100 settlers just really took hold. Yep. So that's all rebel controlled. That's exciting. Deal with that, Spain. And it looks like British Mexico has their military back in some sort of shape. But of course, that doesn't really matter. Spanish are growing nuts. Of course, we don't get English patriots rising up. No. We'll just get Spanish particularists. Out in New Zealand, though, yeah, we'll just have nothing but Portuguese patriots just wanting to leave the nation that ensured the colony was created after stealing it. Such is life. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad to see Netherlands have joined a military alliance with Spain. Yeah, I'm glad that happened too. So what is this? Lose 10 prestige, which is already devastating. Fine. What's another 10? Have fun. Alright, well, that should, once they take London, that should hopefully end the war. It won't, and I'll have to sit here and just watch them storm across most of Great Britain, but it should end the war. Our economy's in the toilet. We got our fleet blockaded, but hey, our colony in Fiji's a real place now, so that's exciting. I mean, it's blockaded instantly, but by 9 heavy ships. Don't worry, Portugal. Nothing is coming out of Fiji. Just relax. How's Hawaii looking? Coming along slowly but surely. They're Shinto, apparently. That's interesting. And we got Wake Island, who are Protestant. Siege of Essex. That's fine. It isn't fine, but you know what I mean. Okay, what have we got? Let's clear the offer, and what are you looking for? Seed of Mbundu, that's fine. Malabar, Cochin, Madurai, Venad, Ceylon, and release Scotland, and pay 73 ducats. Because that seems fair. Alright, so basically, what's going to happen is, we're going to wind up losing all of our Indian colonies and releasing Scotland. Because that's, obviously the goal here is to liberate Scotland. Son of a bitch. Well, I can't do anything to counter that, so we'll just send that along. Fine, great, wonderful, happy days indeed. I don't have a transport fleet that is big enough to collect my forces sitting around in Ceylon. So, at this stage, we're just going to nuke that army, because that's a thing. We don't have any cores here, so we're going to have to rectify that. And I guess that's still mine, so that's exciting. And yeah, we will actually send people over there to convert them. Alright, well, with the end of the war, and another free freaking Scotland, we're going to have to consider things to do to get ourselves back on track. I imagine our economy is just absolutely in the tank. So, well, let's check it out in November here. There we go. Trading in cocoa happened. That's wonderful. So our economy actually isn't that bad. Aside from all the loans and the horrible prestige levels that we're at. So I think it's safe to say this is, the 18th century is turning into a pretty dark century for old Great Britain. We got headstrong and cocksure with the colony that I had built up. What can I say? We owned quite a lot of the world, and I thought, hey, we're set. We're ready to just conquer whatever we want. Not so. Not so at all. So, for the state of affairs, I'm glad we can still be Great Britain with Scotland free, but we're definitely going to need to get these guys back. So, that's going to be our first conquest, I think, is we're going to have to go to war with Scotland. And depressingly, we don't have any cores on them. But that's definitely going to have to be a thing that we do. Before we do any of that, though, we need our military technology to at least get to level 23. We are horribly inefficient at doing anything at the moment without a military that can actually fight every other European power. So we're a bit stuck. Our decision to start favoring the army more has led to a crop of promising young naval officers to retire from service. They claim that there are not as many opportunities for advancement as there used to be. Well, you're going to be surprised here soon, because we are going to have to rebuild the fleet to actually be effective. What have we got here? New Caledonia. I guess I've only got... Oh no, I've got 2. So once that's done, we'll be able to send people to convert them. I'm impressed we were able to keep that. We don't have a military there, but we were able to keep this. And I appreciate that. And yeah, so really Scotland is priority numero uno. And once this is 50 years up, I don't believe I can annex them yet. Maybe I just need to increase relations. But at least with Scotland on our borders, we're for sure getting the bonus. Although, like I said, I have a feeling that Buttonland sharing a border with Newfoundland was what was allowing us to... we're going to need a couple of infantry. Allowing us to keep that tech bonus rolling. British Columbia, you're still doing okay. Not that it helped. I mean, although granted, I was going hog wild on the leaders, which didn't really help. And so is this actually going to be going up? +4 a year. Good. Good. So we'll be able to recoup our prestige. We'll be able to get ready to annex Cornwall. Yeah. We can turn this around, guys. I'm fairly confident that in 100 years... Great Britain can at least be back to its proper size and technology-wise able to finally fight the stupid Spanish and the Portuguese. We might have to forego going after Friesland, although they are allied to Spain and Portugal now, so, you know, that's a thing. What we should do is look for allies. And the only ally I've ever had was Bohemia, and they never accepted any of our call to arms or anything. So I'm thinking Muscovy might be our best solution for an ally here. They're ahead of us in tech. They're actually pretty high up there in the military tech. So let's start improving relations with them. And I'm sure with all the forces of Spain scattered throughout that, you know, it's going to be critical for them, really, to kind of take on the Spanish. A revolt in Munster. Great! Irish nationalists. That's awesome. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. It's probably from our horrendously low prestige, isn't it? No. That is confusing me. But to actually get over there, we're going to need mercenaries. We can use mercenaries to fight these guys. So what have we got here? 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And we'll pad out another infantry. And once we crush that little revolt there, thinking it might be time to end the video, and we can start thinking about rebuilding, because it's time for Britain. We've been slapped around. We got too confident. That's just what happened. You know, we were just too confident in our ability to fight. Are you kidding me? And I had no idea what my tech level was at. So I had no idea. I'm nervous about that. Maybe we'll just take the last of these infantry guys. The last of the Gustavian infantry there. The lack of good maps or tools to create accurate maps would occasionally lead to overlapping claims of authority in border regions. These disputes were usually over very marginal areas, but could serve as a point of friction when monarchs decided to press the issue. Against Mali. Sure, why not? I think we could actually take Mali. I realize that's a bold claim, but I bet we could. They got some gold and ivory in there. That would be a good idea. Protectorate of Portugal. Maybe that won't be a good idea. Congo. Protectorate of the Netherlands. I realize I don't have any protectorates. Allied with the Netherlands. And I'm not sure. Couldn't I go to the Iroquois and make you guys a protectorate? Yes, I could. Okay. Could I do the same to the Shawnee? The Shawnee are apparently too technologically advanced, but the Iroquois could become a protectorate of mine, and I think that is exactly what I'm going to do. So let's go and take a look at the situation in Cornwall. We're going to just stop improving relations there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay! Establish a protectorate. Yay! We now get half of their trade power while they research quicker. So we'll help them tech up, which is good for our allies in the region. No, they don't. Oh, well, they're a vassal now, so we are allied. And I would imagine the Shawnee will accept 100. Oh my god. But we're right there. He could go back to Panawome. New Caledonia, excellent. Thank you very much. We will go to you and say you're going to become Anglican, you Castilian silly people, you. We'll get that on the go. That should be done eventually. I hope sooner than later. And are we set to take on these Irish nationalists? Yes, we are. We're getting very close to that light, or that new level 23. I don't want to cause a belly against the Shawnee. They're friends. Oh, come on, you stupid mercenaries. This is your job. Thank you. We can disband. So why... Why is revolt risk actually up here? War exhaustion. Well, we can lower that. We can lower that because that's admin, right? Or diplomatic power. Whatever. We can lower that. We'll do that. And then this is admin. So we'll boost stability up to 2. Can we go 3? Let's just go hog wild on the administrative tech and get to 3. And we've definitely got those bills to worry about paying. So I should probably get a trade fleet going in Hatton Bank there, which would be a bit of an investment, but I think it would be a good investment. Probably. Because, yeah, we're really not 400, 412. Yeah. New governor in Cuba. We can get a diplomatic candidate in Cuba now. Lose 5 prestige. Hey, why not? Why not? That's just kicking a guy while he's down. I don't approve, world. How close are we? We're still relatively far off. With the discovery of the new world, we have entered what looks like our greatest period of prosperity. We will invest in the naval forces, and that is where we will leave the video for today. So thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.